Hello, Plasmaverse 2 players and YouTube. Today I'm going to show how to make Plasmaverse 2 faster, and I'll also show how to make every other game faster. So for now, I'm just going to show PP2, and then I'll show other games after I show PP2. So first, I want you guys to go to your Plasmaverse 2 folder, whether that may be in your downloads, or so maybe it's in here somewhere. Maybe it's in your desktop. Maybe you even put it on your desktop like I did. Um, if it's in your downloads, to make this easier for you guys, I would just drag it from your downloads and then just put it into your desktop so that it's on there. So yeah. So first off, go to Plasmaverse 2. Go to Plasmaverse 2 again. Go to pb2launcher.exe. Go to properties. All right, so right click on pb2launcher.exe. Right click on it. Click on properties. Click on compatibility. Click on change settings for all users. I want you guys to actually keep this unchecked. I'll get back to this part after a while. Just do this. Click on reduce color mode. Click on 16-bit. Click on disable full screen optimizations. Click on register the program for restart, and click on change high DPI settings, and click on override high DPI scaling behavior, and check that. Click OK. Click apply. Click OK. And click OK again. Now go to data. Make sure, oh yeah, okay, so right click on pb2 re34 underscore alt dot swf. Right click on that. Click on open with. Click on more apps. Scroll down. Click on look for another app on this PC. Go to desktop. All right, so if you put pb2 on your desktop, right? Because I have pb2 on my desktop, right? It's in this background. Let me actually show you guys. It's right here, right? If you have your pb2 right here, then right click on it. As I said, go to open with. Go to more apps. Go to look for another app on this PC. Click on your desktop. Double click on Plasmaverse 2. Double click again. And double click on data. Click on Flash Player 11. Click on open. And what this should do is it should open this, right? It should just open PP2. And what's different between this and actually opening it on the PP2 launcher? What's different about opening this other than opening it on this is that it just shows this Adobe Flash Player 11. That's what it's going to say. Click continue, and then you have all this. All right. We'll get to this eventually, but just do that. You can exit out now. So this should look like this now. You should have this F right here now on the icon. That's good. That's good. So always click on pb2 underscore re34 underscore alt dot swf in order to run pb2. All right, so now right click on Flash Player 11, click on properties, go to compatibility, and we're going to do the same thing. Go to change settings for all users. Click this, uncheck that if it's already checked. Just make sure this is unchecked. Go to reduce color mode, check it. 16-bit, make sure this is on 16-bit. Disable full screen optimizations, register this program for restart, and then change high DPI settings and override high DPI scaling behavior, and check that. Click OK, click apply, click OK, and then click OK again. And now we're all good on that. We're all good on that. Now what I want you guys to do is what we're gonna do is I'm actually just gonna do a actually okay. So this is what we're gonna do. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to settings. Okay, so we're gonna go to settings. We're gonna go to system. But no, we're not gonna go to system. We're gonna look up game. Look up game, and go to game mode settings. Make sure make sure game mode is on, and then go to graphics settings, and then make sure this is on too. Hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. Make sure this is on. make sure desktop app, make sure it's set to desktop app, and click on browse, go to your desktop, make sure, okay, so always make sure, okay guys, make sure Plazma 2 is on your desktop, make sure this is over here, it's not, make sure it's not, make sure it's not in here. Don't let it be in the downloads, okay? Just drag over the, just as I said, drag the file into your desktop, right? You see how it says move to desktop on the bottom right of this? It says move to desktop. Just move it over there. All right, let's go back to this. As I said, click on browse, click on desktop, double click on Plasmaverse 2, double click on Plasmaverse 2 again, click on pv2launcher.exe, click on add. It's already added. So it says specified app was already added. So it's already added. So what I want you guys to do now is right click, left click on this, left click on PV2 launcher, click on options, click on high performance, and then save. What I want you guys to do next is click on browse again. All right, go to desktop, click on Plasmaverse 2, click on it again. This time we're going to go to data, whatever you guys want to call it. Click on Plasma 11 and then click add. As you can see, I already have it here, so it says it was already added. Now you guys want to left click on Adobe Flash Player 11.7 R700, and then click on Options, click on High Performance, and then click Save. And then you guys should be good on that part. Now what I want you guys to do is go to your Plasmaverse 2 again, Data, click on PB2 RE34 underscore alt. So double click on that, it should open. If it doesn't open, make sure you're right. If it doesn't open, so if this doesn't open, if this doesn't open, make sure you click on open with, and then since we already added this, it should be here, so just click on that and then click OK. If it's remember, just do what I do. All right, so then click so now what I want you guys, just click continue and do this, and then click in your taskbar. All right, click in your taskbar, click on task manager. So right, you're right clicking in here. So right, you're right clicking in here. Don't right click on there. You're right clicking on the taskbar. Make sure it says task manager here. Click on task manager. Right click on Adobe Flash Player 11 and click on go to details. Right click on Flash Player 11. Go to set priority and set it to high. I believe this thing keeps on changing the priority to it keeps changing it to below normal. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but it does keep doing that. I don't know why, but just make sure it's on high, and then click on set affinity and click all these, and make sure this is on all your processors, and then click OK. Exile this, and then we can right click. So right click on your PB2 and then go to settings. Go right here and make sure enable hardware acceleration is on. I actually learned a lot of the stuff I'm showing you guys is from Yex's video. I learned this from Yex's video, so I also learned a lot of stuff from Chemical Gods, so remember that. Make sure this is enabled. It should have a check mark. It should already have a check mark, but if it's not enabled, make sure it's enabled. If this isn't enabled, your game is going to be very bad. Like it's going to have very bad stutters if this is not enabled. Next thing, go here and make sure this is set all the way up to unlimited, right? You have a slider right here, make sure this goes all the way up to unlimited. And then you could just close out of this. What I want you guys to do now is I want you guys to go to your graphics card. So right, I have Nvidia control panel. Actually, let's just do this. All right, so if you guys right click on your desktop, actually here, let me show you guys. So what I want you guys to do first before we head on to anything else, until we head on to anything else, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to go into the description below and do this video. I'll put in the description below. do this video right here. Do everything he says in the video. Don't do these videos, right? He's gonna tell you to do I think he tells you guys to do this video. He tells you guys to do this video, just don't do it. Just keep doing everything else he tells you to do in the video. And then after you guys do everything in this video that I put in the description below, it's the Nvidia control panel. If you guys have it, if you guys have Nvidia control panel, do this video. If you guys right click on your desktop and you guys don't have Nvidia control panel, don't do the video because that means you guys don't have it. And if you guys don't have this here, then you guys will never be able to have it. Unless your like Windows was debloated or something. If you debloated your Windows, and there's a possibility you won't have this here, but in most cases, everyone will have something here. You might have Intel, you might have Nvidia, you might have AMD. In my case, I have Nvidia. So for the people who have Nvidia here, follow my steps, and then you guys can just skip. For the people that don't have Nvidia, you guys can skip over the Nvidia, all the Nvidia stuff, and then just keep going on with the video. But for the Nvidia users, make sure you do this video in the description below, and then come back to this video, and then I'll show you guys what to do with the Nvidia. All right. All right. So now that you guys are back, I want you guys to go to your settings. So go to settings, so click on system, click on display, go down, click on, okay, so just display resolution. So this is very big. Okay, this is a very good thing to have. I'm going to explain what it means. For the people who don't have NVIDIA, I want you guys all to set this to 800 by 600. If you guys don't have this, if you guys don't have this, if you guys do not have this, then set this to 800 by 600, okay? And for the people that have NVIDIA, don't click 800 by 600. Don't do this yet. Make sure it's on 1920 by 1080 for the people with NVIDIA. Make sure you click on this 1920 by 1080, and then we'll just continue on with the video. All right, so make sure this is on 1920 by 1080 for NVIDIA users, and 800 by 600 for AMD or Intel users or people that don't have NVIDIA, okay? Now we're gonna start on to the NVIDIA stuff, and all right, let's do this. So click on NVIDIA control panel for the NVIDIA users. And remember, everyone that doesn't have NVIDIA, that does not have this, skip, please, because I don't want people confused. Anyways, now I want you guys, so you guys already did the NVIDIA. For the people that already did the NVIDIA, that have the NVIDIA control panel and already did this video, we're gonna change some things, okay? And this is what it's gonna do. It's gonna make PB2 smoother, specifically, and this is actually for any game. It's not just for PB2, obviously. This is for any game. So what I want you guys to do, make sure the person in the video probably already told you guys to do this. Make sure this is always performance and click on use advanced 3D image settings and click apply. And there we go. Now I want you guys to go to manage 3D settings. Now there's going to be some people that have image scaling, okay? If you have image scaling enabled, right, if it says on for image scaling, I have image sharpening on right now. What I want you guys to do in order to get, we're going to get image sharpening, okay? We're going to get it for ourselves. So I want you guys to click on image scaling. If you guys have image scaling, listen to me. Click on this, click on off, okay? For the people who says image scaling on there. If you have image sharpening, click on, okay? Make sure this is on, and then I'll explain image sharpening after, but in order to make image sharpening shown, I want you guys to, first of all, make sure this is off if it's image scaling, right? If it says image scaling, make sure this is off. I'm gonna have to keep saying that so that you guys understand. All right, so then I want you guys to go to adjust desktop size and position. I want you guys to scroll down. I want you guys to click on integer scaling, okay? Click on integer scaling. All right, click on that and then click apply. All right, I'm gonna click cancel because it might mess up my video, so I'm not gonna, because it might just like, I don't know what it's gonna do. So make sure it's on integer scaling. And then what you guys want to do is gonna go back to manage 3D settings. And now you guys should say, it should say image sharpening for everyone. If it says image scaling, then you fucked up. I don't know what the hell you just did, but make sure it says image sharpening. It should say this now. Now, I think it might say off for you guys, so make sure it's on. All right, so when it's on, my screen is super small, so I have to like do a bunch of shit. I'm gonna scroll down and I'm gonna do this. All right, so image sharpening, left click on it, click on, and then you should have this little thing that you can mess with, right? You can move it, all the way to the left. You can get this, move it all the way to the left, and then click OK, and then it should say apply, and then click apply, and then click OK or whatever it says, and it should apply it. All right, after you guys did this, after you guys did that, now you guys are going to want to go to change resolution. Now, everyone, I'm pretty sure if you guys don't have the option, all right, so you guys are going to scroll all the way down, scroll all the way down. You guys should have the option for 720 by 576. Make sure you guys have this option. If you guys don't have this option, I'm not sure. It's okay if you guys don't have this option. If you guys don't have this option, click on 800 by 600. 720 by 576 is just a little bit smaller on the, like, it uses less pixels, but I use 720 by 576. Okay, so click on that, and then I think it says apply, so click apply, and then click OK, and then what's going to happen is that your whole entire screen is going to become so small. It's going to fill up like probably um it's going to fill up the middle of your screen, but like it's going to fill up, I would have to say, like one third of your whole entire screen. Okay, that's my estimate. Maybe it's like 1/4, I don't know, but make sure it's on that. If it's on 800 by 600, then click it, because I know some people might, maybe some people don't have this, so it's okay. But yeah, now what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to go to adjust desk. I want you guys to, what am I saying? I want you guys to go back to adjust desktop size and position. I want you guys to click on integer scaling again, just in case it didn't actually apply. So click on that, click apply again, and then make sure this is still on, oops, cancel. Make sure this is still on 720 by 576. And if you guys don't have this, obviously make sure it's on 800 by 600, and then we can continue forward. So that should be it. And then click on desktop, click on enable developer settings. And then what you guys want to do is this should show up developer, and it says manage GPU performance counters. Click on that. Click on allow access to the GPU performance counters to all users, and then click apply, and then click OK. And if it says OK, I don't remember if it says OK, but remember, apply that, and then now we can exit out. And for a lot of you guys is what's going to happen is your cursor is going to be super fast, right? Okay, so we have this problem where your cursor is super fast. You can't really do anything. Your cursor is super fast. Click on search. Click on, click on the search right here on the search. And then type in cursor, and then go to change the mouse pointer display or speed. And then I want you guys to go to pointer options. And I'm going to actually help a lot of people out here. Make sure this is unchecked. This is ass. Just uncheck it. What it does is that when you move your cursor, it won't just keep moving it. So if you stop your cursor, it won't just like accelerate it to here. So if I were to like go from here to here, right? Then if I had this enabled, it would just slide. It would go like this and then slide. You don't like that. We don't want that. We don't want the sliding. Okay, so the sliding is bad. We just want it to just stop like that. Stop, stop, stop. See, that's good. anyways, make sure that's unchecked, and then you guys are gonna have to get used to it because it's gonna feel really weird for a while having this unchecked. It's gonna feel really, really weird, but make sure it's unchecked. I got really used to it. I used to have mouse acceleration enabled the whole time, and then I found out that it's bad, and then I unchecked it, and then now my aim is fairly better. It's much better. Next thing, make sure this is your cursor speed. So right here, make sure what this does is it's gonna make your cursor really small. I mean, slow. So this is super slow. Like I'm moving I have to like move my whole entire mouse like across the whole entire floor pad in order for it to go from the left to all the way to the right. So what I do is I put it to here, and that's pretty much okay for that's okay for me. That's the right speed for me. Click apply and then click OK. That's the right speed for me. Maybe you guys might like faster, maybe you guys like slower, whatever you guys like. Just click apply and then click OK, and then you guys can play around with it in PB2 and see which one like what's your favorite cursor speed and all that. A lot of people you might have a button on your mouse. It says DPI or whatever it is, and then whenever you click it, it makes it faster and makes it faster and makes it slower. And you guys can also mess with that, make it faster and all that, but suit it to your needs. But yeah, that's one way to change your cursor speed. The next thing is that after you do that, because I know your cursor is going to be super fast because you guys just did the resolution thing. So after you guys do the cursor thing and make sure cursor speed is all fast and all good and like it suits your needs. Now what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to download. Okay, first I'm gonna tell you guys go to this video. Okay, go to this video. Let me find it. Go to this video. I'm gonna put it into link in the description below. Essentially, what it is it's gonna cap your FPS. It's gonna make your FPS all better, and um, there's no downside to this. I don't believe you should have any problems with using this. Maybe some people might. If you guys have some problems, then then don't use it. I mean, we'll find out if you guys have problems. We'll figure this out. Just do this video right here. Do that video, and then for laptop users, make sure MSI Afterburner isn't on. So you guys are not going to want to use MSI Afterburner. Well, you guys are going to want to use the things he does with MSI Afterburner, but you're going to not want to do some things in the other video that includes MSI Afterburner. I don't know where that is. It's right here. But yeah, make sure you guys do that video, and then when you guys are done with that video, come back and we'll start. And oh yeah, for some of the people, you guys are gonna be like, where the hell is my Riva tuner? Like, where is this? How am I supposed to find it? I can't find it. Go to your search bar, search Riva tuner, and you should have it here. After you guys did the video, you guys might be confused, okay? Because you guys might be doing the video, and then you guys are gonna be like, how the hell am I supposed to find this? Just type in Riva tuner, click on Riva tuner. It's not gonna open Riva tuner, okay? It's not gonna open Riva tuner. Where it's gonna open is in here. Sorry, my throat hurts. Click on Show Hidden Icons, and then click on Riva Tuner Statistics, and now it should be open. Now continue with the video for the people who are confused on how to open this. Now you guys can continue on with the video, and when you guys are done with the video, come back, and then we should be good. All right. So for the people who just came back, now what I want you guys to do, make sure. Obviously, I'm pretty sure he says start with Windows on. And then make sure application detection level is high. Frame rate limit, we're gonna mess with that. Make sure this is set to 0. Now, I'm gonna set to 0. And then make sure this is okay. Make sure this is registered 3D plus, viewport, on. And there you go. And that should be good. And then I want you guys to go into your add, click desktop, scroll down until you see Plasma Burst 2, right? Double click on Plasma Burst 2. All right. As I said, everyone put your PB2 in your desktop. I'm going to say that a bunch of times for you guys. Make sure you guys have it in your desktop. Double click on it, double click on it again, click on pb2 launcher.exe and then click open. Now when you click open, it's going to show this. Now what you guys are going to do is set this to 0 for now. We're going to set to 0 for now, and then I'll show you guys what to do with it. Click on, click on, click on, and click on, and make sure this is all the same. Click on high here. Okay, and now what I want you guys to do is add another one. Go to desktop, go to, oh my god, my throat, Jesus. Go to Plasma Burst 2, go to data, click on Flash Player 11 underscore 7R700 underscore 224 underscore win underscore SA.exe, and click open, and then click open, and then you should have this here. Make sure this is set to 0 for now. Okay, we'll mess with it after a while. Make sure this is on, which is Raster 3D Plus and viewport on, and then on. And now what I want you guys to do is minimize, okay? Minimize out of it, and then you guys are gonna be like, oh, where did it go? It's not even showing up here. It's in here. It's right here. Okay. Now what I want you guys to do is open up PB2. All right. And as I said, everyone open your PB2 up in here, right? So open PB2. Don't open it here. Click on data. Click on here. You guys want to double click on right here, and then it should open. Remember, if it doesn't open, right click on it, click on open with, and then click on your Adobe Flash Player 11, or it should be in look for more apps, and then go to documents, and your desktop, and then go to Plasma 2. Click on that and then open, and then it should open. For most of you guys, since we already done this, you guys just have to double click on it. So all you guys have to do is double click on it, and it should open. Okay. So now click continue, and what you guys should have is this little counter up here. Oh, my throat. Jesus Christ, bro. All right, so you guys should have this right here. Okay, that's good. That's good. And now you guys are gonna want to go to. Oh yeah, so I don't remember. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so go to settings and copy all the settings. I don't believe I showed you guys my settings yet, so just copy all the settings in. Screen flash effects, no. Display quality low. Effects quality low. Screen to fade effect, no. Physics quality high. Screen effects quality low. Frame rate 60. We'll actually mess with this a little bit. Show progress bar, no. Sound FX volume, set it to whatever you want. I'm gonna mute it for now because I don't want any sound on right now. And then mute this. You guys can. I don't care. I don't care for the music, so whatever. And then always use new weapon. This is preference, you know. So what this does is if it's set to yes, okay, let's say it's set to yes, okay. If it's set to yes, what will happen is if let's say I have a two, you know, I have a rifle, and then I walk over a railgun. It's just gonna automatically pick up the railgun as everything else does. It's gonna pick up the railgun, and then it's gonna switch all the way to railgun. So it's gonna switch right to railgun without you having to like manually input anything in order for it to um be used. And if it's set to no, when you walk over that railgun, you're gonna equip it, but you're not gonna actually take it out. So what you're gonna have to do when it's on no is that you're gonna have to click the 4, since you know railgun is a 4. You're gonna have to click 4 and then use the railgun. I set it to no because I don't like accidentally like walking over weapons and then it takes out the wrong weapon. So I set it to no, so I have to manually. So like if I were to pick up a sniper, I have to click 4. and then I have to shoot the sniper, so I have to like manually click forward in order to take out my sniper whenever I pick it up off the floor. So for cursor crosshair, um, let me actually show you guys something about this. Oh yeah, also you guys have to, when you guys are using this Flash Player 11, when you guys are using this, what will happen is that when you guys go into multiplayer and you're gonna have to log in manually, okay? So you guys are gonna have to log in manually, do all that shit. I'm just gonna make a you guys actually, yeah, everyone make a private test one. I'm gonna call it test. I'm gonna make the password test one. Start match. I'm ready. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test. I'm gonna test some stuff. So what I want you guys to do is click on crosshair. And then you see my cursor still there. Wiggle your cursor. And now your cursor should be gone. See magic. Oh my god. Wow. So what this is doing is that the cursor is much more one-to-one with the scope. The scope is literally connected to the cursor, so it can never lag behind. The cursor is always connected. The cursor is always connected to the crosshair. I mean the what's it called? The scope. Okay, the scope line is always connected to the crosshair, right? That red line going through my crosshair, it's always connected to it. All right, so keep that in mind. For some people, I don't know if this is true, but for some people, your crosshair might lag. Okay, a lot of the optimizations I'm going to be doing might actually fix that lag that your crosshair has. But yeah, it might have a little bit of lag. If your game lags, then your crosshair will also most likely lag since it's part of the game. So what I do is that it just follows your cursor. It's more one-to-one with your cursor. And so it's like, I don't use it though, but you guys can use it. It's preference. You guys can use it if you want to. There's nothing bad with using it. I just don't use it. I use my cursor, right? Click no for a cursor, and then this is my cursor. And this is my cursor I use, and as you can see, the crosshair is lagging behind. I mean the scope is lagging behind my crosshair, my cursor. So it's lagging behind it, right? It's not actually in the middle of the cursor. So that's pretty much preference. So you guys can do that if you guys want. Um, so set it to no, set it to yes, whatever you guys want. Display chat, I set to minimum or no. If it's on full, I can see other people like what their kills got, what everyone's doing, like who's killing who, but I don't give a fuck about that. So I'm either setting it to no or minimum. So if it's set to minimum, you just see your own kills and your own deaths and all of that. If it's set to no, you see literally nothing. So if you kill someone, it's not going to tell you if you killed someone. So if you guys do set it to no, the way you guys are going to know that you killed someone is by the sound, right? If you kill someone in the game, then most likely what's going to happen is there's actually a what's it called, a death sound, a death sound that the character makes. So if the character makes a death sound, that's how you know you killed them. So a lot of people might not like this. I don't really like looking at people like talk and like people texting. Like it kind of like I just want to like play. So I set it to no, and then minimum, it shows you your kills and you can know if you killed someone. I set to no, and it makes me actually really like focus, like if I killed someone, like did they make a sound right when I hit them? Um, and you guys will understand what I mean by the death sound. Anyways, next one, two tips, preferable hint, preferable mouse wheel, fixed wheel. I don't understand what this is. I forgot completely what this is. I just set this all to yes. Reconnect. I don't know what this does, but I set to yes. Fixed wheel and mouse wheel. I think one of these makes it so that that if you scroll one way on your mouse, then it'll scroll. There's two different directions. This is one direction, and this is another direction, pretty much. All right, so camera movement. So camera movement, this is preferable. If you're on fast, then it can fix some stuttering your game might have. But it'll be really weird to shoot. But if you got used to it, then it'd be good. You know, it's the same. I mean, like you guys do whatever you guys want with fast, but I use soft. I'm not used to fast, so I will never use fast in my whole entire life. I know a lot of people use fast, so if you guys want to use fast, then use it, you know. But I use soft. All right, so and then balance, put that to no. This can cause some lag because of extra stuff um going into your game and all that shit. Kind of shit, whatever you want. Auto login. I put it to no, especially if you are on if you're using because I told you guys to use this. Make sure you guys always use this. Make sure if you guys are using that, make sure that this is set to no. No. Because you guys have to log in manually. You guys can't just auto log in. I don't think it works. I don't think you can do that. Let me see. Okay, so it does. Never mind. I was wrong. Okay, so it does auto log you in. Okay. Anyways, I guess you guys can use that. Whatever. Okay, use that. Beep on death. I clicked no because why the hell would you need to know when you're dying? It should be obvious when you need to defib yourself. Hit sound. I set this to yes. This is preferable, but I set it to yes. I really highly recommend you guys set it to yes. It lets you know when you actually hit someone. So hit sound and screen flash effect. So you can set this to yes if you don't use volume, okay? If you don't use volume, set it to yes so you know when you actually hit someone. Set it to no if you actually are using volume. If you're using, volume, set this to yes. Don't set these both to the same thing. There's no point. Hit sound, set it to yes if you're using volume. If you're not using volume, set this to yes. You can set this to no if you want to, whatever you want. All right. So I have it sound to yes because I use volume. It's off right now, but I use volume. And what it does is it just makes you know like big sound and small sound. So small sound means you barely hit them. Big sound means you probably killed them or like a body part is off or something. And okay, that's pretty much it. Um, so for this display quality, you can set it to higher or low, whichever one you want. I set it to low, because I don't want all the shaders. It's just safer that way, just in like all that shit. Like it's just much more safer if you set it to low. If you set this, you can set this to low or high. I set it to high because I like this floatiness. If you guys like playing super, super fast, then set it to low. But I set it to high because I like the floatiness, I like flying and all that. But you guys can also fly with low and all that, but I set it to high. I like the floatiness, alright? So you guys can just click done, and now I want you guys to go to multiplayer. I want you guys to go to login. Alright, so wait, what is happening? Am I wait, oh I think you actually here, but let me delete that, click cancel. Wait, what? Am I actually in? Wait, I don't know. It shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, there we go. All right, so look at this, guys. Auto login is. I think it actually. All right, so yeah, okay, never mind. So yeah, it's not gonna. All right, so yeah, make sure this is set to no. Make sure that's set to no, and then you have to manually put it in. The reason it was actually just working is because I already put it in, so it's just gonna auto log me in. That's why it was working, but set it to no. All right. All right. So test. All right. So I'm gonna go to test. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at our FPS counter. My FPS is at 60. So just stand. Just stand out. All I want you guys to do is stand. Look at your FPS counter. Is your FPS at 60? Is it at 61? What is it at? Right? That's what we're looking for. We're trying to figure out where your FPS counter is at. My FPS counter is at 60. If I move around a bunch, look at my FPS counter. It fluctuates a tiny bit. A lot of people, you're gonna have this fluctuation that goes crazy, okay? You guys might have like from moving around and like moving your cursor, all that, your FPS might go to like the 40s or the 45s or whatever. Um, but yeah, so what I want you guys to do now is look at your FPS, okay? So if it's at 45 and you guys can't get over 45, maybe you guys get 45, maybe you guys get over 45 just a tiny bit sometimes. But if you guys are like getting 45s or like 40s up here, then make sure you guys set this, okay? You guys want to have to set your go to here, right? So it should be down here. Click on this. I want you guys to click on global. Put in your frame limit. Okay, so your frame limit is going to be whatever your FPS counter is at. So my FPS counter is at 60. If I move around, it stays around 60. So I'm going to put it at 65. I'm going to add 5 more FPS to what it normally is. And I'm going to do that for each one. 65 for each one. And then click enter for each one. And then you can exit out. And then look at your your FPS. See if it changed. Alright, so see if your FPS changed. Maybe it's still the same, maybe it's not. And it should be better. I mean, it should feel smoother, it should be all of that. But yeah. So now what you guys want to do is after you guys figured out your FPS cap, I want you guys to oh yeah, also I wanted you guys to understand that if you have 60 FPS, okay, a lot of people are going to have 60 FPS. It's just going to be at 60 FPS. And they're going to move around. It's going to stay at, you see how it's staying at 60 FPS and 59 and all that? If you guys, what is it? If you guys have this weird lag, all right, you guys have this weird stutter, this is showing you that your problem isn't in your FPS, it's in your stutter, okay? So you have bad stutter. I don't understand where the stutter comes from. I fixed it before, but you guys might have stutters, okay? It's not going to be that noticeable. Maybe for a lot of people it's going to be very noticeable, but for a lot of people, a lot of the lag comes from the stuttering, not the FPS, okay? I want you guys to understand that. FPS and stuttering are not the same thing. FPS lagging is a thing, right? If your FPS is going whack, then yes, you have FPS lag. If you have stutter, your FPS will just stay the same as it always was. You can't fix stuttering with fixing your FPS. That's not how it works. You can fix FPS lag with fixing your FPS, but not stuttering. Stuttering is different. I'm not completely sure what stutter actually comes from, but anyways, a lot of these videos in here will fix the stuttering. We'll get to that eventually. But yeah, what I want you guys to do is exit out after you got your FPS counter and all that. Exit out of everything. Make sure you don't exit out of this. Make sure you minimize this. It should always start up on startup. What I want you guys to do is go to Plasma 2, go to Plasma 2 again, right click on pb2 launcher.exe, click on properties, go to compatibility, click on change settings for all users, click on run this program in compatibility mode for Windows 7. Click apply, click OK, and then click OK again. Go to data, right click on Flash Player 11, click on properties, click on compatibility, click on this, oops, click on change IP, oops, click on change settings for all users, click on Run this program in compatibility mode for Windows 7, click on Apply, click OK, and click Apply again, click OK. Now what you guys are going to want to do is I'm going to show you guys something. Go into here again, continue, and look at your top left corner. You're not going to have the FPS counter anymore. Okay? So your FPS is actually going to still be working. It just won't show the counter. So it's still going to be working, but now look at to see how smooth your game is. Your game might be like super smooth because you set it to Windows 7. Setting it to Windows 7, for me, it like fixed a lot of the stutter. It fixed a lot of the stutter. For a lot of you guys, it might not fix the stutter. Maybe it won't. But just set it to Windows 7 just because it will. It is better. I don't know why it's better. I'm pretty sure they I'm not sure what Eric made the game. I don't know what the game is supposed to be running on, but I'm pretty sure it's whatever the fuck it's supposed to be running on. I don't know. But set it to Windows 7. That's going to be the smoothest Windows compatibility mode for PB2. So just set it to Windows 7, and we can move on. So moving on, I want you guys to go to description below and go to stuff for computer, and I'm gonna put a playlist. I'm gonna put a playlist in the description below, okay? And what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to sort it from date added, and then it should say oldest. So click on that. And so your first video that you see is ping fix Windows 10 gaming lower ping and fix lag tutorial. I want you guys to do that video. I want you guys to do every single video, right? Do this video, then this video, then this video. Make sure you guys do it in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and all that. Don't do this. Don't do this unless you like legitimately want to do it. If you guys do this, you guys have to be very smart of what you guys are doing, okay? And then you guys have to look back at my video because if you guys do this, then your Nvidia settings are gonna be all like changed and all that, and then you guys are gonna have to come back to my video and do this first, and then come back to my video and then do it again. Um, but yeah, some things like this, for example, they have a thing in here, and he says go into the description below and download this file. This file right here. This file is not available anymore, so don't download it. Just do what he does in the video, but do these, okay? So you guys aren't gonna be able to see it on my YouTube video because it's like super it's like bad quality pretty much, but you guys are gonna see a list right here. It says a bunch of stuff in those files. He's gonna be opening quick CPU or whatever he's opening. Oops, that's an ad. Well, that's pretty ass.
Hey Austin, Google Fi
I'm not here to run ads. That's odd. I don't know why it keeps adding. Okay, anyways. For example, it says quick CPU in those folder, and so I want you guys to add a tab and then put in quick CPU or whatever it is in there, right? So I had to manually download quick CPU, so I had to look up quick CPU, go in here, coder bag, scroll all the way down, and then I had to download manually, and then just download it and then do everything else he does in the video. Just make sure you manually download the things that he's telling you to download. Don't download it from the file. And then go back. I mean, do whatever you guys want to do. Just make sure you guys, there's going to be some things that you guys are going to want to download the files, but for that video, don't download the file because there's no point. There's nothing in it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys are smart. Oh yeah, also this video right here, there's going to be another video that's like it. Just don't do the other video that's like it. Just do other parts of the video that are like it. I don't remember which video it was or if I deleted it. I don't remember. But yeah. Yeah, and also I made this video like 5 other times. That's why my throat is hurting because I've been talking forever. So I made this video like 3 other times, but I kept fucking up. So now my throat hurts and I keep coughing because of it. So it kind of sucks, not gonna lie. But you know, it is what it is. Oh yeah, there's also this other thing. This doesn't make your games faster. It just this is a custom cursor. You guys want a custom cursor like mine? You guys can make it into a Mario. You guys can make it into whatever. You know, make it simple. I make it into this because I was like, oh, I want a pretty cool design, so I made it into this design. But yeah. What else? A lot of videos are going to be asking for the same thing as another video, so just don't do what it said in that video. If you already have done it, just keep moving on to the video, through the video. Every single one of these videos is going to have something new, okay? It's not going to have the whole, each video is not going to have the whole entire thing just the same, right? There's going to be new things in each one. Also in this video, he says to keyboard, he says that put it, the repeat rate to slow, but that does nothing. Just put it to fast. Click apply and click OK. Do everything else he says in that video. I know this is a weird video. The dude doesn't even sound, I don't understand it, but there's only one thing in that video that I really had to do. So that's pretty much it. I feel like I really did show everything now. I don't have to make another video again, because if I do, my throat is gonna be fucking dead. Not gonna even lie. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So tell me in the description below if your game became better or ask me some questions. I'll also put my Discord in the description below, and you guys can ask me questions through Discord if you guys want to. I don't know if you guys want to, but you know, you guys do what you guys gotta do to make your game better. Remember, all these videos are not just for PvP, it's for other games as well, right? If you're playing Call of Duty, maybe you're playing Apex Legends, whatever your game you're playing, you want to have it smoother, then, you know, just do that and you guys should be good. So yeah, see you guys.